Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be trying out these water jerry curly clip-ins from CurlsQueen. So let's start with a little unboxing. Inside the box, we have this cute little pink pouch that would actually be really handy to travel with. We have a detangling brush inside, and then there are a few extra clips in case you need them for the clip-ins themselves. And then we also have a drawstring bonnet, which is actually perfect for me because I've actually been meaning to replace my bonnet with one of these. The drawstring just seems so much better than what I have now, which has Velcro on the back to secure it. So yeah. And then the hair comes in this satin pouch, which is perfect because it's protecting the hair, having the satin material instead of like a harsh fabric rubbing against the curls as it's, being transported. And this is the hair. My first thought, this looks just like my curls. So first things first, we are gonna wash and condition the hair. I'm using the Do B-Girl collection for this, the Ladies First Honey Charged Shampoo and the Sweetest Thing Honey Moisture Mask. I think that you should always wash bundles before you wear them, whether it's clip-ins, a sew-in, or a wig. You just never know what dust or particles or whatever is sitting on top of the hair from the hands or machines that it's been passed through. And this is human hair, so I'm caring for it the same way I would the hair on my head. This is actually the current shampoo and deep conditioner combo that I'm using on my real hair. And you can use regular conditioner, deep conditioner, whatever you have on hand or whatever you use in your hair. And then I'm just finger detangling the hair as I apply the conditioner to it. But the curls were really easy to work with. Like, there weren't any tangles in it, so this was a breeze. I didn't even need the detangling brush for this part. And you may also notice I'm using a t-shirt over here on the side to soak up the excess water instead of using a towel to dry the hair. Drying the hair with a towel causes frizz and dryness, so I always use a t-shirt. Again, I'm just doing whatever I would normally do to the hair on my head. So if it's a part of my wash day routine, then it's a part of the clip-ins routine too. As the clip-ins are air drying, I'm prepping my hair. This is an old wash and go, of course, and I'm not leaving any hair out for this style. So all of my hair is going to be braided and the clip-ins will go on top of the braids. I'm starting with the two most important braids. Since I'm doing a middle part, I need the clip-ins to anchor into these two braids on the sides of the part. So I made my part and braided the sides. Disclaimer, I know how to cornrow, but I'm not good at it. My hair is so thick, braiding it is such a task. Like, my braids are never perfect unless they're really small or pretty small. They look a little bit better, but nobody has time to be braiding small braids all day. That takes forever and it's a serious arm workout. And then I need breaks, I need water, snacks. No ma'am. Luckily, clip-ins aren't a style that you wear for a long period of time, so it's okay if your braids are not perfect. I connected those two front braids in the back, and then I just ended up with 5 braids in total. And then I just used some Shine and Jam to make sure my edges were laid down. I used my edge brush and brushed them so that they would be flat and tied a scarf around it so that it would stay in place. My edges aren't really going to be showing like that with this style, but still, trying to be as neat as possible, you know? And what if the wind blows the wrong way? Hopefully not, but I mean, anyways, I still don't want it to be a mess under there. Okay, and now I'm showing how I pinned the ends of my braids up against my head. Of course, we don't want them hanging out beneath the hair, so I try to lay the braid as flat against my scalp as possible in between two braids. And I pin it up with a bobby pin. Now, this is a little odd on my hair because, like I said, thick hair and also long hair. So I had to tuck the ends, like keep tucking and keep pinning, all while trying to keep it from being too bulky. So if you want your hair flat and you plan on keeping the braids in for a little while, just do smaller braids. It'll be worth it at that point. So on to the star of the show. This is what you came for, right? Once my braids were secured, I just started adding the clips, starting all the way at the bottom of my head, working my way up from the back. I always see people say to start with the longest clip, but that doesn't work for me. If I'm starting at the lowest part of my head, it's not wide enough for the longest clip. I usually use the longest 5-clip piece somewhere in the middle when I'm curving the track all the way around my head, like from one side almost to the other side. I mean, it doesn't fit from ear to ear, but that's typically where I have the most space to lay that longest track that has 5 clips in it. The other issue I ran into with these bigger braids is sometimes the clip won't clip close because of how thick the braid is. Like, it's hard for the clip to clip onto my scalp if you put it into the braid. But again, it's not a long wear style. I'm not wearing this for a week straight. I don't think I could. Can you sleep with clip-ins? Anyways, just playing with the placement, I was able to close all of the clips against my head so they stayed in place. And then let me show you how I finesse when I get to my part. How to make the track invisible. First, holding the track straight, I take random hairs and just flip them over the top. Just small random pieces, flip them from one side over to the other side. Could be forward or backward. Then I just clip the hair like I did all the rest of the hair onto those 2 side braids that we first made that's around the part. And I'm basically doing some more flipping over, except with a crochet hook. So I put the crochet hook right beneath my actual hair, right up under the part, and then pull small random pieces again to the top and pull them in the crochet hook and pull it through. This covers the track even more, and I just did this all around the part, both sides and the back. The reason I flipped some of the hair over before using the crochet hook is I just thought it covered more and it made it easier since I didn't have to crochet as much hair afterwards. But essentially this is like a hack for the crochet method. And the last step is styling the hair. I was surprised that the hair was mostly dry from the time that it took to braid my hair and put these clips in. The clip-ins were mostly dry, but they also didn't have any product in it, so it shouldn't really take that long to dry if it's just water. I sectioned the hair a little bit, sprayed some water on it to reactivate the curls, and I just styled it with some leave-in conditioner and gel like I would normally do for my curls. The only thing I really did differently was I did not shingle this hair. This was a lot of hair. I wasn't shingling, but the hair was still really defined and shiny and bouncy. And if you're wondering, I used the Curls Blueberry Bliss products for my stylers, the leave-in conditioner, and curl control jelly. And that's pretty much it. This is the final result using these clip-ins from CurlsQueen. I will have all of the details about the hair listed below in case you want to check them out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and I'll catch you in the next one.